hope you're all well. Today I'm going to film a back to uni haul because I've picked up a few more bits of stationery and makeup just in preparation of going back to university. I'm actually leaving tomorrow, so today has been quite the busy one and I am planning on filming the quickest haul I can because I have to meet someone in like I have to leave in 20 minutes, so leg up! So the first few things I want to show you are from a store called Macro. It's kind of a buy in bulk convenient warehouse type store in South Africa, and they actually had amazing deals on stationery. So I drove out to have a look at what they have, and the first thing I got I thought was quite incredible, but it was an 8-piece set of like arch files. It was actually a set of 6 lever arch files and 2 ring binder files, which are the smaller ones, for 100 Rand, and I just think that's amazing. They gave you 3 colors, which are purple, lime green and orange, and it just came packed like this, and they gave you 2 of each color, so there were 6 in total. I'm really excited to use these for this year and also next year because I have enough files to last me for a while, and I'm very happy about that. For those who know me, you'll know I'm quite the stationery enthusiast, so it made me a very happy bunny. And then the next few things that I picked up from Macro were the set of highlighters. They're honestly just all the colors that you could need, and this entire set of 8 highlighters only costed 50 Rand. So I was so happy about that because Stedler highlighters are my favorite. The next thing I picked up should keep me sorted for almost the entire year. I picked up a 5-pack of Croxley examination pads just to write my notes in, and I especially use them during exam time because during the term and during lectures I usually type out my notes on my laptop, whereas during the exam time when I write summaries of those notes, I find that writing them down on paper is a lot nicer and just helps me consolidate the memory. The next few things that I picked up from Macro were these 2 mason jars. I had one mason jar in my dorm room last year and it was just so helpful with storing things and pouring drinks in, and I love that these are exactly 1 liter, so sometimes I use them just to drink water out of and to know that I was drinking a liter at a time, which was really cool just to keep track of how much I drank in the day. The last thing I picked up from Macro was just this little pack of Bic 4-point pens, and they're in different colors, again for when I'm writing my notes for exams. I really like these because it's just a little bit different to highlighting and makes your notes a bit more colorful to keep you interested and to keep you going during those nights of studying for exams. The next few bits of things I picked up were stationery as well, and I purchased them from Waltons. The first thing I picked up were these sticky notes, and I just picked them up because I really like the color of them. My plan is to use them in my notes for writing down definitions and sticking them in the top corner of the page, so that once I've learnt my actual notes I can just quickly run through the pages and go over the definitions, because I find that definitions are often asked in my exams and with the courses I do, so I feel like that's something that's going to help cut down on time a lot. The next thing I picked up was this correction tape. Now last year I used Timex and it works just as well, but I thought it would be quite a bit better to have something that dries instantly or doesn't really need to dry, just to help make my note taking go a bit faster. The last few things that I picked up from Waltons were pens. I am a massive black pen fan. I don't think I've used blue pens since primary school, if you guys were wondering. And yeah, I think I had about 6 pens in that bag, but they've already like scattered throughout like my handbag and my diary and things like that because I am someone who just always has a pen on them. So I stock myself up and feel really ready for the new year. Pens, pens, pens. That's how I feel about pens. So the next place I went to when I was venturing out for stationery was Typo because they have the best stationery. I have to like withhold myself and just restrain myself from standing at the novelty pen rack for far too long because I just try them out and I'm just like, ooh, pens, because I'm a big pen fan. I sound like a weird pen enthusiast, but I promise it's to like a slightly above normal range, not like weird or anything. Off on a tangent. The first thing I picked up from Typo was this pencil case because I just really liked it. It says the universe and it's super pretty, and the real reason I bought this is because my boyfriend has the same one and he has been carrying things in it this holiday, and I saw that Typo still had it and just wanted to get it because it will remind me of him when I'm away at university and make me smile. And it's super lame, but that's why I got it, so I'm happy I did. And then the next thing I got on the same day I got that pencil case was this kaleidoscope lens. It's a fisheye lens, I apologize. The reason is because I got both these items on the day that Typo was having another 30% off sale. I feel like they just randomly throw in those sales like whenever they feel like it, and it just happens to be the day I'm walking past and I'm like, 30% in, I have to go. But I was looking for this lens around Christmas time because I'd seen it, left it behind, and kept thinking about how cool it is and how amazing footage must be. And then the last thing I got was actually another pencil case, but I got this one because I'm showing you the back. I got this one because, guys, they look the same on both sides. I didn't know that. It says dream big, and I just really like the colors in it, and I love lame things like this which tell you, like, lame motivational quotes on random miscellaneous objects make me the happiest bunny. Moving on to the more beauty related things, I went into the Body Shop on the day that they were having their 50% off sale and saw that their jumbo shower gels were on sale as well, and they are honestly my favorite body washes. My mom has been using them since I was young, and so she got me hooked to them, and I honestly don't feel as clean or feel like I smell as nice unless I'm using the Body Shop's one. So I kind of went in and stocked myself up with soap for the rest of the year, probably into next year as well. Bought a lot of soap. So it was in this massive bag of Body Shop goodies. So the first one I got was the Satsuma shower gel, and this has been the one which I have used for the past few years. I just think it smells so fresh and so lovely, and I really like the way the Satsuma gives you like a subtly sweet smell when you get out of the shower, so you don't smell overpoweringly like orange. And I feel like it blends in really nicely with the perfume I use. And then the next fragrance of soap I purchased was the Honey Mania shower gel. It's very sweet, but it's not sickly sweet, which is what I find with a lot of honey scented things. So I'm really excited to try this out. And then the next two that I purchased were the Vineyard Peach shower gel and the blueberry shower gel, and they honestly smell so good. Like, I cannot wait to smell like a blueberry and a peach. I think they're just really fresh smelling, which is really unusual for like fruit fragrance things, and so I just picked these up. So recently I've really gotten into nude nail polish and kind of went on the hunt for a perfect one, and I honestly think that I found two of the prettiest nude colors. I have been wearing them to death since I found them, and the first one is the Morgan Taylor Professional Nail Lacquer in the shade In the Nude, and it is just the prettiest, like almost off-white nude color. So it's very bright on your nails, and I really like it. I think it suits my skin tone really nicely, and I like the way that it's very opaque when you put it on. I put on 2 coats of this and feel like it's more than enough, and it dries really nicely. And then the next nude that I picked up was from Sorbet. It's a slightly darker, more peachy toned nude, and it actually matches my skin tone almost perfectly, which I really like. I've never owned a nail polish like this, and sorry, this was in the shade Melting Moment. I wore it in my last 2 videos if you'd like to see what it looked like on, and I just think it's beautiful. Okay, so now into the last little section of things. The next thing I picked up were a few beauty items, just because I needed to pick up a few new things to start the year off with. And the first place I popped into was to MAC. So I picked up the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Soft and Gentle as a highlighter. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this highlighter already. It's kind of a holy grail item for a lot of YouTubers, and I've seen it on YouTube a lot. But if you haven't, it is just this beautiful skin finish in kind of a peachy, very light shade, which is used most commonly for a highlighter, which is what I've used it for, and I have it on today. If you can see, this is the first time I've purchased the skin finish. It's the first time I've actually purchased a mineralized skin finish, and it is honestly so worth the hype. I loved it from the moment I tried it, and I'm so excited about this. And then the other item that I picked up from MAC was the MAC eyebrow pencil in Lingering. I had used this and repurchased it about 3 times before I dyed my brows a little darker and then needed to find a darker eyebrow pencil. And now that I've dyed the tips of my hair a little lighter again, I wanted to revert back to Lingering because I really think it's the perfect shade. And I'm actually very surprised that it matches my natural shade so nicely. So I think it's probably going to become one of my holy grail items again. But the last place that I popped into was our local drugstore called Clicks, and I picked up a few bits and pieces to try out for the new varsity year. And the first thing I picked up was the Rimmel Match Perfection in soft beige because I'm actually looking a little tanner, which is really exciting, and I actually have it on at the moment. I really like it, and again, it's something that I'm sure you've already heard a lot about on YouTube, which is why I picked it up to try for myself. I really like the consistency and the coverage. Looks really flawless when you apply it. And the next counter that I went to was the NYX counter because I have actually never purchased anything from NYX before. So I tried out their soft matte lip cream and I picked up the color Sao Paulo because I just thought it would be a really pretty like darker pink color. And the next thing I picked up was the NYX Love in Paris palette. It has 7 shimmery colors and 2 matte eyeshadows, and I just really like the browns and light colors in here, and I feel like I will get so much use out of each and every one of them. I especially like the palette for the purple shade because I've been wanting to incorporate more purples into my eyeshadows just to give it a try and see what it looks like with my eye color. So I'm excited to try this out. And then the last things that I picked up from Clicks may seem a bit random. I picked up some Nutritech Whey because I tried the vanilla flavor in this and it has honestly been the best whey I've ever used. I mixed my whey with water and found that it doesn't make it taste super sweet or sickly sweet or slightly artificial, which can sometimes happen when you use water instead of milk. And my vanilla is already finished, so I wanted to take a new tub back with me for varsity because I feel like it really helps when you're on the run and just need some extra protein but don't have time to sit down and make yourself some food. So I tried this in the cookies and cream flavor because apparently it's the most popular Nutritech Whey flavor, and it did not disappoint. It just tastes like a really nice mix between vanilla and chocolate whey, which makes me so happy, and I'm very excited to be taking this back with me. And then the last thing that I picked up from the recommendation of my boyfriend was this USN Hyperlean pre-workout 2-in-1. Now, I have been using the Hyperdrive pre-workout, but I only use half a scoop of it because it is very strong. So I think I'll probably be using the same amount of this. It is a beta-alanine and creatine-free pre-workout, ideally suited to those who are looking to influence their performance, reduce fatigue, support recovery, and accelerate gains. Accelerate those gains? All day, look at them gains. The reason I use a pre-workout is because I find sometimes I feel very sluggish during university or just a bit worn out, but I still really want to get to the gym and push myself and get that endorphin rush after a workout, and this really helps. I'm excited because I feel like it's also going to be a really good way to wake me up in the morning and get me started for the day. So that brings me to the end of my haul video today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the last few bits and pieces that I picked up before I went off to varsity. Please thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!